Hey guys, it's me, DDP, and I want to wish everybody a very happy holiday. You know, a lot of people ask me, like, Diamond Dallas Page, what inspires you? And that's what this clip's all about. I'm not going to say anything because this clip speaks for itself. His name is Slim, and he put this video out, and I asked him if I could attach my Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Holidays to everybody on the front end of it. Enjoy.
You can only be told so many times that you're worthless before you actually start to believe it. So worthless is one of those words that it's not a rare word. It's a word that we use in everyday speech, but we never really stop to think about the gravity and the weight of that word and what it really means. And it simply means this: if something is worthless, it means it's absent of value. It means that its mere existence on this planet adds zero value to its surroundings. My name is Slim Gillian, and at 601 pounds, worthless was about the only way I felt I could describe myself. See, I've been big, and I've been heavy, and I've been fat my whole life. I graduated high school at 310 pounds, so I really have no idea what it's like to be an adult who is a normal size or a healthy weight. I got to this point with my life that I really lost sight of what was truly important to me, and I began to dig deeper and deeper into this black hole. And instead of really owning my life and taking charge and taking control of my life, I allowed things like drugs and alcohol to really rule all of my thoughts and emotions.
Being that Slim is an extremely confident person, a lot of people didn't see the dark side that we would see at home. He would constantly be struggling with panic attacks and, you know, just wanting to stay in bed all day and not really wanting to get out and do things because of the depression that he had.
You know, not knowing fully, if I had to guess, the darkest time since I've known Slim was probably right when we first met, probably about 2.5 years ago. And the reason I say that is because I remember just in conversation sitting in his office or him sitting with me in my office and talking and having story time. And when you first get to know a person, they kind of tell you about themselves, and Slim would always tell me about himself, and anytime he would mention a positive attribute or a positive experience, it was almost like he couldn't feel like he was being honest if he didn't follow that up with some sort of a negative. At times, it really, for me as a friend watching Slim around the office, it was hard to watch. Because I was just like, man, I just can't even imagine how uncomfortable this guy is at all times. You know, coming up the stairs or walking from his car to the office, standing up, sitting down, it just looked rough.
But that all changed in May 2012. Along with my wife, I launched a website called thenext40days.com, and the whole purpose of the site was to use 40-day challenges to really rewire and reorganize how my brain works, to bring about genuine mental and emotional and spiritual changes. I didn't want my journey with the next 40 days to stop at being just an emotional and mental life change. I wanted to bring about true physical transformation as well. I happened to run across a video of a guy named Arthur Borman who saw an incredible amount of healing and life change and transformation, and more importantly, rehabilitation through something called DDP yoga. And yoga is something that I never, ever would have caught myself doing if it weren't for the fact that the creative mind behind this was one of my teenage heroes, Diamond Dallas Page. Inspired by Arthur Borman, I decided to jump in head first into this, and I was amazed to see that pretty instantly had some pretty huge changes in my body. I began to see the healing of a debilitating back injury. I began to see the gaining of an incredible amount of flexibility, but more importantly, I began to see that I wasn't worthless. I began to see that I was worth all the fight, all the sweat, all the pain. I was worth it all.
But now, I mean, it really is almost a night and day change. I haven't seen the cane in months. I see I see Slim do things in the office that I can't even believe sometimes. The other day we were just joking around and he just came fake running towards me, and I was like, wow, I have never seen him move that quickly, that easily, that painlessly before in my life.
Physically, Slim has changed incredibly. He's lost a ton of weight, and things that he couldn't do before, like just walking around the neighborhood, it's what he does every single day. He walks, he can work out in the mornings. He actually gets up and works out when I stay in bed. Like, he is motivated, and you can see the results. He's totally living outside himself and doing for others the things he's always wanted to do, and it's extremely inspiring for not just me, but for everyone he comes in contact with to see these changes, and it's extremely inspiring.
So here I am. Today's the 6-month mark since I've started down this journey with DDP yoga and with the next 40 days. And I weighed in this morning at 454 pounds. And I know that that is a number that is really scary and intimidating to a lot of people. It's a huge number. It's a number that most people will never, ever see. But you have to understand that this number was a number I've fought for over the last 6 months. And it's a number that I'm proud of. And it means this. It means that I've lost in 6 months nearly 150 pounds. And I want you to think about that number for a moment. 150 pounds in just 6 months. More importantly, it means that I'm taking control of my life. I'm gaining so much of my life back. I've gained so much confidence. I've gained so much flexibility. I've gained health back. I've gained so much, just from doing DDP yoga. And the reality is I have got a long way to go, and I know it. But it's okay because I've gone so far in just a short amount of time, and I can't imagine what the next 6 months hold for me. So I just want to say a big thank you to Diamond Dallas Page, to Arthur Borman, to Steve Yu, to Robert McLaren, to Sparky Collier, and all of Team DDP Yoga for really standing beside me and fighting alongside with me, encouraging me and inspiring me every step of the way. And of course, a huge thanks to my wife and my family who fight for me every single day, who always make it a point to lift me up and encourage me, to keep me going down this road, to let me know that I'm not on this journey by myself. And so lastly, I just want to encourage each of you to watch this. Check out DDPyoga.com today. You'd be amazed at the health and fitness benefits that anyone of any level of fitness can find. And if you would you please consider following my journey at thenextfortydays.com as I continue to try to save my life.